So the one question I see a lot online and in comments, especially on large channels, is how do I get started in prepping or survival? And the answer to that is to take step one and learn basic skills. Basic skills include everyday things and fieldcraft. Now, I was in the Boy Scouts in the 1970s up through 1981, 1982. During that period of time, the Scouts concentrated on fieldcraft, pioneering skills, and a lot of outdoor stuff. The Boy Scouts went deep into the New World Order around 1984. The field book on the right is very different than the field book on the left. The field book on the left is from the 1970s. When the Boy Scouts of America went deep into the New World Order, what they did is moved away from fieldcraft and pioneering skills toward more theoretical things such as high adventure and citizenship in the community and the world. The book you really want to get if you don't have a lot of money is the 1970s era field book. This is the second edition of the field book. The one here on the right is the third edition. This book does have some useful information, especially on cook stoves and using modern camping equipment, that you won't find on the one on the left. But when we look through these, what you're going to see is the version of the field book on the left has a tremendous amount of how-to skills, from rope work, lashing, pioneering skills, how to make stuff. It even goes through how to make a backpack, how to make a backboard, how to make pack frames, how to make a field oven. And you can go through this book. You can spend a year learning things in this book. By the time I reached 18, I had earned an instructor rating in the Boy Scouts, which meant I could and did teach all of the skills. When we look through this version, we see there's all kinds of skills. It goes extensively through wood tools, and it has all these how-to pictures, okay? And it shows you how to do things. This is a heavily illustrated book. It's illustrated similar to how a manual would be illustrated in the military in the old days. It goes all through saws. This book goes through knots, lashing. It tells you about types of ropes. You really want to get this. You can spend a year learning basic skills. There are 8 to 10 different knots. If you learn those, you can do 99% of what you need to do with ropes. These skills are transferable. With rope work, you need to learn knots. You need to learn splices. Splices are a way to join ropes together where you maintain the strength of the rope. Then there are lashings, and lashings are how you attach pieces of wood together using rope. All that goes into pioneering skills. So this eventually goes into building all kinds of structures. We actually built towers and bridges when I was a kid. After I got out of the Scouts in the 1980s, early 1980s, they switched and they stopped teaching fieldcraft like they did in this book. When we go to the newer books, they got rid of pioneering skills, and what they said is these were destructive to the environment, which is not the case. So they said pioneering skills were only taught at camporees and in specific locations other than the wilderness. So when you look through this book, there's not as much how-to stuff. And it's more about adventuring, how to treat the wilderness, but it does give you a lot of information on how to saddle and use horses and mules, how to use canoes. So they're both useful books. So if you don't have a lot of money, you can go on eBay, and I bought another 3 of these for my group. And These are extremely important for skill building. Start with this one. If you have no other money, these will cost you $8 to $15 on eBay, shipped to your door. And like I said, you can learn a lifetime worth of skills from these books. This is how you start surviving. This is how you start prepping. Do not listen to all the fools online trying to sell you crap. Get these off of eBay. Start learning. This is how you actually survive. Please comment. We'll see you on the next video.